My name is Chrysola Papamalis and I'm an executive member of Philani Community Development Center since 2010. I'm also the project manager of HIV and AIDS counseling and testing and social mobilization services under the auspice of the Department of Health. I'm also the center coordinator regarding the sustainable livelihood development and poverty alleviation. Philani has so many programs, but one that is specifically close to our heart is the program of Young Women's Skills Revolution that emanates from the participation of the founder, Mam Phyllis Malope, and myself in the United Nations Commission on Women for 2 years consecutively representing South Africa on the year 2016 and the year 2017, whereby the United Nations Global Vision for Humanity, which was signed by 193 heads of states, was a resolution that needed to be implemented, and that was the empowerment of women, particularly women living in the rural areas. We represented South Africa together with our Minister of Social Development, with the Minister of Defense, with the Minister of Women, and the Commission on Gender-Based Empowerment in South Africa. We spoke and presented South Africa on the issues that our young women are facing, particularly for traditional and cultural reasons, and the policies that we are putting in place to address and make their empowerment easier. The program that emanated through that and inspired Mam Phyllis and myself was the Young Women's Skills Revolution, because we saw there that the young women of South Africa were not well represented. So we wanted the representation of young women that will go to United Nations to be empowered and able to present the progress of South Africa in this regard. So we managed to get the program endorsed and funded by the Department of Social Development at provincial level, and it was one of the most successful programs which is still running. And from that program we emanated with 2 NGOs, with community developers, which are the young women that we empowered, individual entrepreneurs, 6 cooperatives that are funded by Gauteng Enterprise Propeller, and the list goes on. We also wanted to make sure that we cultivate young women leaders, and we are continuing with this project with all our heart. It's a project that is nearer to our heart. And from there, we are also vigorously attend and participate still in the United Nations for the women empowerment, representing the action plan for South Africa. It is very important to invest in the girl child, as the future of the African continent depends on that. Also addressing priority number 5 of the Sustainable Development Goals for 2030, which is to achieve gender equality and empower women and girls for human development. Philani is a leader, not just locally or provincially or nationally, but we are leading internationally with our integrated development model, which unifies the social development together with the Department of Health, providing an exceptional model that the World Health asked us to present and to make a model and present it to them for future funding. So having presented all the good work that we are doing, particularly focusing on the youth in South Africa and the African continent as a whole, we want to encourage you to sponsor our youth so that they can reach the heights of development that they deserve, that they can cultivate the talents that you have in our country. We have wonderful artists, we have wonderful leaders that are so well focused and could take us forward. All we need from you is your goodwill, your assistance, your endorsement, and your resources so that we can make it in this world. Working with me for at least 11 years is the following task team that are standing by me day and night, and they are a great team of young people to work with. Mpo, who is my administrator, he's a person that does all the finances, all the administration of the budgets of the programs, and assists in many other ways, like setting up promotional websites and assisting with technical program facilitation. I have Mimi, who is a wonderful singer, because God gives extra talents. She leads the choir of Philani with songs in prayer, and she also is a linkage to care officer. That means linking people that suffer with HIV and AIDS and COVID to relevant interventions so that they can get all the help that they need. Sitting next to her is my other beautiful young lady, Sibogazi, also very dear to my heart and a great strength, a linkage to care officer and also a PA, and she's also a public relations officer for the team as well. And sitting here right next to me is somebody that has worked many years with me, Bridget. She has worked through many programs, including rehabilitation and relocation of the sex workers. I want to remind you that the contact details, our bank accounts, are following this presentation. Please assist the future youth to move forward. Thank you.